Hi guys, Kim here. Welcome to Backyard Blooms. In today's video, we are on the west side garden and I have the most beautiful spring plant that I want to share with you. This will brighten up any garden. Don't you just love this? This plant right here is called Snow Surfer Candytuft and it's from Monrovia. Now last year in one of my containers, I did some of this Candytuft, but I don't think it was called this exact same Snow Surfer. And I have it here in the garden. I bought 3 of them, but only 2 lived. And you know that like I love 3 or more. But anyways, I've got 2 in the garden and I picked up 2 more and I'm gonna still kind of put them in this place right here. This plant right here would be gorgeous as a planted in a vase. It would just be beautiful for spring. So if you have a garden and you want to add more light, more brightness to your garden, I think this would be a gorgeous plant for you. It's a perennial that comes back year after year. So let me tell you about this Snow Surfer Candytuft. It takes full sun. It is a perennial, and I like it because I do like Monrovia brand, by the way, too. You know I like Proven Winners, but I like Monrovia as well. This is an easy care plant, and it says it is small white flowers from large clusters covering uniform mounded foliage to provide a terrific show. Use as an edging or ground cover. Just gorgeous. You can tell that I have it in the very front of my garden here, and this would be beautiful, like I said, mass planted all the way down in a garden, just beautiful. Now you would probably want to still plant something behind this that was going to flower maybe a little bit later because it blooms early spring. So would you love this? Isn't that beautiful? Love it. So today's scripture is, when I looked at the very back about gardens, some applied and some didn't, but I kind of like this verse, and I like the teaching part of it just as well. So I'm going to read this to you. It's on my page around. I'm going to read this to you, and as I read, I'm going to show you how I'm going to plant these. So of course I always have my biotone. I got biotone right here. I plant everything. Trees, shrub, perennials, annuals, everything gets a little handful of biotone because it helps the roots. And look at my garden, guys. I think biotone is a secret. Not a secret, but it's not a secret because I'm telling you about it, but it is definitely very helpful and plants love it. And then of course I have my power planter here. I've definitely got my money's worth out of this power planter. I have a link to this as well. I love this DeWalt drill, and this is a 3-inch by 3-inch wide. I think it's 20 inches long. Love my drill. So I'll have that link. This came as an easy dig kit, and it came with two augers. This is the auger, that's the drill. So anyways, let me tell you about my scripture. So this is Song of Songs, and I'm going to start with verse 12. You are my private garden, my treasure, my bride, a secluded spring, a hidden fountain. And then I like verse 15 too. You are a garden fountain, a well of fresh water streaming down from Lebanon's mountains. Now, he's really talking about his bride, but I kind of like the teaching part down here. So, Song of Songs, it's chapter 4, verse 15. Solomon's bride was as refreshing to him as a garden spring. Could your spouse say the same about you? Sometimes the familiarity that comes with marriage causes us to forget the overwhelming feelings of love and bliss we shared at the beginning. Many marriages could use a course of refreshing. Do you refresh your spouse, or are you a burden of complaints, sorrows, and problems? Partners in marriage should continually work at refreshing each other by encouraging word, an unexpected gift, a change of pace, a surprise call or note, even the withholding of a discussion of some problem until the proper time. Your spouse needs you to be a haven been of refreshment because the rest of the world usually isn't. So I just wanted to like kind of dedicate this to my husband Paul. I would not be able to do half of what I do in the garden without him. And even if I didn't have a garden, like some of this is still kind of true about marriage. Like we need to lift our husbands up. We need to tell them that they're doing a good job all the time. Now for me, I struggle with this one. I have to constantly remind myself that they need to hear this. So I had to, and this is like a good reminder for me to be able to do some of these things for Paul, because he does so much for me, so much for me. And like I said, I would not be able to live life without him, and I appreciate him so much. So with that, we're going to plant these Candytufts, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was inspiring. Make sure you interact with my videos. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, because the more